do like me some good rye on a Monday afternoon.
Got a nice little rye going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got the little triple trip.
Oh, I get the triple, huh?
Yeah, I went with that. Good old reliable.
Yeah.
It's a reliable drink.
I like how we have a very rare, hard to get, duty free exclusive in your.
You're like, just reliable.
Around here it is.
Reliable.
Well, luckily, we all travel enough.
Yeah. We all stay pretty well up. You know what else is really reliable? When we sit in a circle.
Yeah.
And there could be a piece of toast. There doesn't have to be. Maybe a cracker.
I'm glad today we don't have that.
We don't. Jazz isn't here, so it just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
But what are we about to do?
Was that a cracker joke on Jazz?
No, it was
Oh.
a circle jerk joke that we wouldn't.
The cracker's gone. What? Anyway,
No.
sorry. I see things in racism. I'm
Clearly.
What can I do?
I go yell at Mexicans for littering? I will. Like, Jesus, dude.
If Mikey, Scott, and Jazz are saltines, is John a Ritz?
He's a Graham.
He's a little sweeter than the rest of us. I think I'm a club cracker. I'm a club. Jazz is a Ritz. He's a little buttery. Yours is salty.
Jazz is those like little octagon ones you put in soup.
Ooh,
oyster cracker.
An oyster cracker.
Oyster cracker.
Yeah. Ooh. Can I be a goldfish? I want to be a goldfish. Flavor
Mikey,
blast.
you're not. You're a little too white for that.
White cheddar.
No, there's rainbow. There's rainbow goldfish.
Oh, dude. White cheddar cheese it. That's what I want. I want to be a white cheddar cheese it. Too easy. Too easy.
If you were a cracker, what would you be?
White cheddar cheese it, dog.
I feel like I'm
This is a
having.
pre-debate debate.
I feel like I'm having a conversation with like a basic white girl. Would you still love me if I was a cracker? What if I was this type of cracker?
Would you love me if I was a worm? Oh, fuck. Anyways, what are we going to
We're
do?
about to masturbate.
Apparently, we're trying to masturbate on a cracker of some sort. Guys, it wouldn't be the Freedom Friends if we didn't talk about our number one sponsor, Warfighter Tobacco. Obviously, you guys have seen us all smoke them. We're here to talk about a quality product that everybody can enjoy. The great equalizer, as we've called it, the Warfighter Tobacco Stick. And it's not just cigars. They've got humidors, travel humidors, cutters, lighters, everything you need to get started on that journey. So check out warfightertobacco.com and use that code FTFO. Score yourself that sweet, sweet 15%. If you want to know my personal favorite, I'm a 762 Field guy. I like that Sumatra, real nice and even keeled cigar. Great for us beginner smokers, right? And I'm told that these taste even better when you're listening to the Freedom Friends podcast. Now, back to the show. This episode is brought to you by Grill Your Ass Off. It's no secret. We're all middle-aged dudes who love barbecue. Grill Your Ass Off is our main go-to for our spices. That's what we use, man. Whether you're doing burgers on the grill, steaks, or my personal favorite, a little bit of pork belly burn ends, right? They've got you covered on all of that. They also have salsas. They also have seasonings and spices. They got beer salts. They've got everything, man. Check them out. GrillYourAssOff.com/FreedomFriendsPodcast or use the code Freedom Friends Podcast at checkout.
Or a goldfish.
Or goldfish. Who knows?
Yeah.
Or Ritz or
Then.
Graham, something. I don't know. Yeah, it's time for a Freedom Friends Master Debate. This is off the rails already. This is going to be fun. Justin, what you got for us?
All right, boys.
Hey, boys.
So I want to know, if the 50 states were a high school graduating class, what would each state be voted most likely for?
Oh God,
Dude.
I figured y'all can all start off with your home states and we can work off of that.
why don't you get us a list and we'll go down it because I don't know how else to do this.
Gotcha.
Alabama, Arkansas, Alaska.
I'm not doing that.
So who would be valedictorian?
Texas.
Who would be the valedictorian? No, smart. That's smart. And perfect attendance.
Ooh, yeah.
So
Ooh, Wyoming.
no, that's like the guy who runs the ag hall.
Oh yeah.
That's like the ag dude.
Let's start at the top. California, most likely to fail.
Just at life.
Yeah, just
Shit, everything.
Shit.
Most likely to become homeless.
Yeah. Texas is most likely to succeed. Like, because we could succeed.
Succeed.
Succeed. Most likely to succeed, but also succeed. Yeah. Yeah. Delaware.
You're just gonna skip Alabama like that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Most likely to marry your sister. I don't know. Fucking.
Most likely to go pro in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think
I still don't understand. I have no idea why it's an elephant.
I have no idea.
I've never understood why Roll Tide has anything to do with elephants.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
They were just like, what's a little zany? What's different?
What can we do? What can we do to be zany?
Yeah.
All right, help
Let's
me
be
out here.
different.
So I'm looking up.
What
some
does
most-
roll tide mean?
It's a great question.
Great
Scott.
question, dude.
Okay, I'm not a sports
Yeah.
guy, so
Yeah. Like it's just a rallying cry for the Crimson Tide.
it means nothing.
Well, because they're the Crimson Tide, but why is it a fucking elephant? I have so many questions about that. I've never
There's an
understood.
elephant.
And don't get me wrong,
Yeah, Alabama's mascot is an elephant.
yeah, and it's a great fucking program. It obviously it's dominant
Yeah.
in fucking college sports forever. But why an elephant? Is it like someone do they not forget?
When I hear somebody and they're like, roll tide, I'm like, oh, you like to make out with your sister, huh?
Yeah.
Like, it's just the first thing that pops in my mind.
Yeah.
Like that in Game of Thrones.
Get
Like-
up, daddy, you're squishing my cigarettes. That's what I think. Yeah. Because of a fan's comment during a game in 1930.
Wow.
Way to hold a grudge,
Oh.
Alabama.
During a game against Mississippi in 1930, a fan yelled, "Hold your horses, the elephants are coming." What a dog shit backstory to a mascot. That's so bad.
That's what happens when you marry your sister.
Ew.
The fans'
dude.
comment was in reference to their size.
Okay.
I guess that's a
The
little.
players are much larger than the Mississippi players.
Well, yeah, it was post-slavery.
Holy cow.
Okay, tell me that's not a talking point that's real. Yeah, fucking. They're like, we can't work the plantations, but you can go to this. You can play football. You can play football now. That's fine. It's like Alabama got less racist that day. They were like, oh shit, these guys are.
How
good.
many black football players were in the 1930s Alabama team?
Yeah, look up 1930 Alabama team.
Just curious here.
That's a good question.
We're going to see how racist Mikey is.
Yeah.
There we go. Roster. Let me pull up.
Ooh.
They're not that big. What the fuck are they calling these guys elephants for? The most dominant in school history. Wow, the other teams must have been trash.
Where's that picture?
Not there.
Well,
Let's see, that's 31.
here we go.
Rose Bowl.
Alabama athletics. I have a feeling it's still going to be pretty white.
That's awfully white.
Yeah, that's very white.
Well, that's pre-integration, I'd say.
Boys, I think that's 100% white.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dominant because the black guys weren't allowed to play in the fucking league.
this
That's why
is
you dominated.
this is a sleeve of saltine crackers right
Fucking
here.
hey, dude. This is Ritz mini stacks.
Look how perfectly
Yeah,
They have that.
It's easy to dominate when Jaquan isn't fucking throwing fucking for 200 yards every goddamn game and
More like
40
400.
or not getting 40 touches. You know, like yeah,
we're never going to get through 50 states. Are you crazy with this
Yeah.
debate topic?
Just go, Scott.
Delaware the first at dog shit. Rhode Island, fucking the little kid in class.
Mikey, what is New Mexico going to be voted most likely for?
Most likely to be sent to prison for a meth addiction. Yeah,
Scott, Nebraska.
corn, corn stars.
I don't know.
Most likely to end up getting caught fucking an animal.
No, I don't.
That's Montana.
I don't know if that's maybe Kentucky.
Montana's the one where they used to catch people fucking sheep.
Yeah.
It was up there. That was like a big joke in like the 80s, 70s and 80s, where men are men and sheep are scared.
Nebraska. I don't know.
How about Arizona, John? What do you think Arizona would be?
So I'm trying to figure out how to put this into AI and have it give us an
Ooh,
answer.
that'd be good.
Oh,
Justin, can you do that real quick?
Yep.
I'm not smart.
He's like-
I have a brain fog because of this meds and all this shit, and I just couldn't figure out how to put words in a row to make Chat GPT understand what I was trying to say.
Y'all are gonna fill a little bit of time.
That's
Yeah, we'll put that list back up,
Um,
and I'll talk it out.
so here I pulled up like here's examples of like most likely to become famous, most likely to cure a disease, most likely to win a Nobel Prize. And then there's like funny ones that you can look up too.
Well, I think okay. If we're doing that, I would say that Massachusetts is probably most likely to win a Nobel Prize. You know, just because the amount of colleges there, like Ivy League shit. You know, MIT, Harvard, etc. Right.
Yeah.
I would say most likely to be famous, probably California. That's Hollywood. It's there.
Yeah.
It's kind of a layup.
Yeah.
Most likely to suck dicks also. I don't know. What are some of your favorite states that you've been to? Because like South Carolina, for instance. Every time I've gone to South Carolina, I've really enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
Like, I think that if Texas, for whatever reason, didn't work out, South Carolina is a good option.
John and I, we have gone to Mississippi quite a few times.
I like Mississippi.
Mississippi.
If all hell breaks loose in Texas, I'm going to Guntown, Mississippi.
Yeah. I felt very free in Mississippi.
I felt heard and represented.
Yeah. Mississippi, I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same in Tennessee. I like Tennessee a lot.
And I think the weather's not too crazy in Mississippi.
I mean, it gets warm,
Yeah.
but it gets warm here in Texas too.
Yeah.
You know, and as long as you're not on the coast, it's not bad. Like the coast is,
Yeah.
it's not my cup of tea.
Do we have 29 million people in Texas?
I think it's more than that actually. I
I'm
think
just going off this figure on the screen here. 29 mil.
Yeah, we have more in San Antonio than live in Nebraska.
Yeah.
we have 31.29 as of 2024.
Wow. Where's Wyoming? Scroll down. I think that's the least amount.
What's it say on there for California?
39 million.
Okay, it's still
580,000 is in Wyoming.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Not a lot of people.
There's something to be said about that, though.
You know what, dude? Because I lived there for a while.
Yeah.
I lived in Gillette, Wyoming for a while. And I will say, small town feels
Yeah.
are not bad.
Yeah. And other
You
than
know,
the brutal weather, like,
Yeah.
other than that,
Well-
like, I love Nebraska. The people were great.
Gillette was weird because it's on the plains. So it's
Yeah.
like it's coming off the fucking
Yeah.
Bighorns, and then you're between like the Black Hills and the Bighorn Mountains. So
Okay.
it's like just plains, like a lot of antelope,
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
flat, nothing, like wheat fields and shit.
I think the only thing about Nebraska that was good was the people.
Yeah.
The government sucks.
Yeah.
The cost of everything sucks.
Yeah.
Like they tax the fuck out of you.
Maryland's
You know.
in prison for murder, doing a double life sentence. That's what Maryland's doing.
All right, boys, I have an answer from ChatGPT.
Cool.
Let's go.
So it gave me an answer, and that was really fucking lame. So I just replied back to it and said, make that last answer funny. And this is what it gave me.
Alabama
likely
most
to-
likely to marry their high school sweetheart
And
and
be
be related to him.
Well, I called that. All
I
right,
think
that's
what
cool.
we said.
Most likely to show up to prom on a moose is
Is
Alaska.
yeah, that's
Okay.
facts.
Arizona, most likely to complain that 100 degrees Fahrenheit is not that hot.
That's yeah.
That's pretty accurate. Arkansas, most likely to have a family reunion at Walmart. That makes sense. Sam Walton is from Arkansas. That makes sense. California, most likely to go vegan, start a podcast, and ghost you. All right, I'll bring that in there. That's cool.
Colorado most likely to be suspended for bringing quote herbal medicine to class.
Zing. Connecticut, most likely to call their dad's lawyer over a B+. That's fucking accurate
So
as
good.
shit, dude. Do you know who my dad is? Dude, you were in Connecticut.
Yeah,
I know who all your dads are. All right. Jesus.
and they were both Navy grads.
Delaware, most likely to be forgotten in the yearbook. Just because they were first don't mean they're important.
Florida most likely to wrestle an alligator and lose.
Probably win too.
Yeah.
Georgia, most likely to make you sweet tea and then tell you it's not sweet enough.
Yeah. Here, scroll down a little bit. Let's just pick out the good ones. I don't want to go through 50 of these.
Idaho, most likely to bring potatoes to show and tell.
Iowa, most likely to know 47 different uses for corn.
That's true.
Yep.
Kentucky, most likely to bet their college fund on a horse.
Massachusetts, most likely to pick a fight over Dunkin's versus Starbucks.
Can't confirm. Yeah.
Nebraska, most likely to be bored but refuse to admit it. That's fucking accurate.
Minnesota, most likely to say, "Oh, let me squeeze right past you," in every situation.
Fuck, I still that. I don't agree with Missouri. Maybe. Most likely to start a fight over barbecue.
I'd say that's Texas,
And
bro.
lose.
Yeah, like your
and
barbecue
lose.
sucks.
Yeah, you'd lose to Texas. Wow. Unless you're talking pork steaks. Missouri pork steaks are delicious. I will give them that.
Nevada's pretty good. Most likely to win big in Vegas and blow it all in one night.
Yep. That is fucking can confirm.
Rhode Island, most likely to be mistaken for a town instead of a state.
South Dakota more likely to have more cows than friends.
Yeah. Tennessee, most likely to bring a guitar to every party and never stop playing.
Everybody knew that guy in high school.
Everybody. Dude, I was that guy in high school for a brief period of time. Musicians got pussy, dude.
Utah. Oh, I love Utah. Most likely to have 5 siblings named Braden, Caden, and Jaden.
Yeah.
Texas is kind of accurate.
Yeah.
Most likely to remind you that everything's bigger there, even their ego.
We buy our own merch, baby.
Washington. Most likely to own 12 flannels and still buy more. Yeah.
I feel attacked. Wisconsin, most likely to bring cheese to a party, unironically.
Yo, the cheese platters in Wisconsin have to be banging.
No,
Fucking
the cheese curd.
boom.
Oh, yep.
I've still never
Squeaky
tried 'em.
cheese.
Squeaky
The
cheese.
squeaky cheese, yeah.
Are cheese curds as good as everybody says?
Yes.
Yes.
If they're
I've
done
never
right.
tried them.
If they're done right.
I've never had them.
Go to Culver's,
Yeah, they're wonderful.
get the cheese curds.
Really?
Culver's cheese curds.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah.
And I know you can get them here, so that's why I
Yeah.
said that.
Oh shit! I'll try them.
Yeah.
Most likely to actually know the words to Country Roads, West Virginia. Country roads, take me home.
In Wyoming?
to the place
Oh, no.
where I belong.
West Virginia.
Mountain Mama. You know what I've never understood about that song?
What?
Where it's like, almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River, right?
Okay.
Life is old here, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, flowing like the breeze.
Okay.
That statement doesn't make sense.
Why?
Older than the trees, younger than the mountains.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. How long do trees live?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird way to
No,
say
no, no, no.
it.
Answer the question. How long do trees live?
We talking redwoods? We talking pines?
Doesn't matter.
Like,
Doesn't matter. Older than trees, younger than the mountains. The mountains are millions of years old. The trees maybe 100, maybe 200.
yeah, but why would you make that a comparison to West Virginia? Just odd. It was an
I
odd
didn't write
thing.
the fucking song. I was just
And also,
helping you understand.
why is John Denver writing about that? It doesn't. None of it makes sense to me.
You know, there's a lot of good drugs back then.
That's touche, sir.
Also, that is on the short list of songs that you can sing damn near anywhere
Mhm.
and people join in.
Yeah,
Like whoever put that on their Super Bowl commercial this year, fucking nail it. They were
Yep.
like, "We are about to make living rooms all across America."
Yeah, we're gonna reach
screaming the
everyone.
Song. Yeah.
Yep. And it depends. Like I used to go to there was a big Boston bar in Oceanside, California. I used to go to all the time. It's called Hooligans. Weird, right? Big sports bar, Red Sox. Every Red Sox game I could go and see and stuff like that, right? When that song came on, everybody screamed Massachusetts. Like,
Really?
yeah, everybody would be like Massachusetts, like instead of like it was just a thing that they did. Like it's like that though. Sweet Caroline.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
definitely one.
That one hits.
Fucking Journey's fucking Don't Stop Believing.
Oh yep.
You know?
Oh, what's Mr. Brightside?
Yeah.
That gets every single white person out of their chair.
Yeah.
Like
Coming out of my head. Doing just fine. Yeah. I started referring to the Cupid Shuffle as the hokey pokey for white people on the dance floor. That's now step. Yeah, it's just the hokey pokey for white people.
white people do love a song
So
that
is-
tells you the dance moves.
Well, clap your hands. Yeah, like
That's why it's country line dancing.
yeah. Yeah.
yep. Huh.
I have a question for you guys. Follow-on question.
I got a follow-on question.
So, do y'all think Is it kind of a dickhead move? So when the Chiefs play at home and they play in Arrowhead Stadium, when they sing the national anthem and it gets to "In the home of the brave," they say "In the home of the Chiefs." Is that kind of a dickhead move or not?
Yeah, I think so.
Baltimore Oriole fans do a very similar thing.
What do they do?
During when it says "Oh, say does that star spangled," when it says "Oh," the entire stadium will go "Ohs."
I think that's, but it's still the same word.
It is.
But it's like I feel like that's different than.
Hey, you know what?
replacing
They're not fucking leaning.
So
they're
I'm
not
gonna-
kneeling. I don't care.
it's-
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it because it should be said. There's one national anthem, and it's sung one way, and it's been that for hundreds of years.
yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
I don't
sung a
care.
million ways, but the lyrics don't change.
The words are the same.
Yeah.
I don't care how you sing it.
Yeah.
You guys ready for a
The
fun
words are the
fact?
same fucking thing. So if you think you can change it because certain people or certain places have a different national anthem,
Right.
you're fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, that's true.
It's simple. Like the fucking downfall of the United States right now is nobody looks at things simply.
Yeah.
They look at it and they're like, okay, lowest common denominator. We have to go way down this fucking rabbit hole. Okay, this affects 6 people. That's the reason we need to change this. It's like, no, you're way fucking no. Back up. Like,
Yeah.
does it make sense?
These,
yeah,
these
okay.
things like that are things that should bring everybody together.
That's it.
on
There's one national anthem.
one common thing.
Like, if
Yeah.
you need to change that to try to prove your point, you don't have a fucking point to prove.
Well, I told the
Like,
joke.
that is not the platform to use.
I told the joke the other night about the national anthem because of the hockey game, right? And I was
Yeah.
like, look, it's one thing when our athletes do it, but you motherfuckers, yeah. It's like, dude. It's like, you don't believe me? Look at 9/12/2001. Like, like we can do it because we have the freedom to do it.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. Like, type of thing. Here's a fun fact I learned the other day. This was really, really interesting to me. Francis Scott Key wrote the national anthem, wrote the Star Spangled Banner, right?
Mhm.
His son was murdered by a general who he was like, Francis Scott Key's son was fucking this general's wife and got murdered. And it was the first time in legal history that set the precedent for temporary insanity due to crime of passion being used as a defense was against Francis Scott Key's murderers. Francis Scott
son.
Key's son's murderer used that defense.
Wow.
And it later became a congressman.
Wow.
Fucking wild.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, fun fact.
That's
Right? Yeah. Like I had no idea. And I went down a weird rabbit hole. It started because apparently there's catacombs in Baltimore. And I didn't know. And they're at the same church that Edgar Allan Poe is buried at.
okay.
And I was like, I didn't know they were fucking. I lived there for 5 fucking years. I went and checked them out.
Yeah.
You know, it's been something cool to see, right? Like I'd seen Poe's grave,
Yeah.
you know, and there's a guy called the Poe toaster. And for like 30 years after his death or some shit, like they think there was like multi-generational people who did it, who would show up on the night of his death to his original burial spot and fucking give a toast and lay roses down and then leave. And nobody ever knew who the fuck he was. And it was just a thing that like one family did in.
That's what you meant by toaster.
Yeah. Toast. Yeah.
I get it.
He would do a toast. And I think it stopped during COVID, and then they think somebody brought it back. But I was always interested in that. I was
Now-
like, that's kind of a cool thing,
Yeah.
you know?
Do you think it stopped during COVID because of COVID restrictions or because the dude died from COVID?
I think the guy died. I think the guy died, dude, for real. Like, yeah, because who knows how long he'd been doing it?
Right.
Because nobody knew who he was.
Yeah.
Like, there was just some dude who showed up in like fucking full garb and just laid roses, did a toast, and then left. And then people would show up on like that night and watch for him and be like, oh, there he is, fuck. Like, type of thing.
Huh.
Yeah. Interesting shit. But yeah, I went down this rabbit hole looking at catacombs. Next thing I know, Francis Scott Key's son was murdered by a fucking U.S. Army general who was also a lawyer who later defended himself by saying crime of passion. It was fucking, yeah, Sickles shot and killed Philip Barton Key, the son of Francis Scott Key, the author of Star Spangled Banner. Yeah. Yep. Shot him in broad daylight. Yeah.
Crazy.
Went on to serve in the Civil War, rising to the rank of Major General. Crazy shit. Yeah. All because of fucking cheating bitches. I don't know.
Did you guys see that flight that got escorted by fighter jets?
Yeah.
Did you?
I knew there was a bomb threat, but that's the only details I heard about.
So this news article is from actually from this morning. An American Airlines flight from New York to New Delhi, yeah, landed safely in Rome on Saturday afternoon after it diverted due to security concerns, which later proved to be, quote, non-credible. They also received an email about a bomb threat, and it was escorted by fighter jets to land in Rome. Yeah, and then there was no issue.
Well, did you guys hear about the 2 teenage girls in Houston? They got thwarted. They had fucking pipe bombs. They're going to blow up part of their school, then do a shooting.
I did. I saw the headline for
2
that.
teenage girls. Huh?
Yeah, it was a 15-year-old and a 16-year-old.
Wow.
Yeah. And they got fucking thwarted. They found it. And they were like, not today, bitches.
Wow.
They, fucking kids still went to school. They didn't even fucking care. They were like, well, problem solved. We don't need it. These 2 are fucking in custody.
Wow.
They're fine. Yeah. So good on
That's
LEO for that one.
Weird for teenage girls. Like that's outside of the.
Who knows, dude?
Yeah.
They probably identify as something else or some shit. There's probably something,
Well, who knows? But
some kind of bullshit going on. But I don't know. So Mississippi, you said was your favorite state
yeah,
outside of Texas, obviously.
I think so. I think if I had to move to another state, if I had to, I'd look hard at Mississippi.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know there's like 6 or 7 really good cigar lounges there. So
That's encouraging.
yeah.
It's encouraging.
Yeah, if I had to move somewhere else, I don't know where I'd move.
Yeah,
My-
I really
my-
like it here.
My requirements are different now than they were years ago in my
Yeah.
life, you know?
My
Yeah.
wants would be, I would move out of the country. There's other places
Yeah.
I'd rather live, I think, where my dollar would go farther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to be a comedian outside of an English speaking country.
It's true.
The
Not much I could do out there. Just live off my retirement, I guess, and just
Well, you could, though.
get
That's
drunk
the
and
thing.
get fat.
That's the thing. You
Yeah,
could.
right?
On the beach, right? Like,
Yeah.
it'd be all right.
There was a comic in India who I think was threatened with jail time. So in India, he does like essentially a kill Tony, but he's very open. He's like, "Hey,
Is it India or Pakistan?
India,
It was India.
India, yeah." And he was like he's very open. He's like, "Hey, we're essentially copying Kill Tony just over here in India." And when one of the guests came up, he asked him if you were locked in a room, or if your parents were fucking, would you rather watch until they're done every day or join in
One
to
time.
make it one time to make it stop?
oh,
And so they ran
Yeah.
with the joke and everything, and then they put it out on YouTube, and the Indian government was just like, "This is fucking insane. Like, this shouldn't be, like, you shouldn't have asked him that question and everything." So now he's like possibly going to jail. Yeah.
Yeah. There's actually a poll, a bunch of American comedians trying to fucking fly him over.
Yeah.
They're trying to get him over here. Like, fuck that. Come over here where you can say jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Type of thing. Because I guess the guy's really funny. You know, like,
Yeah.
apparently he's real funny. Like,
What I've heard.
I did hear about that because somebody, as a matter of fact, driving in my wife's van with 7 other comedians up to Austin last night. You can imagine the conversations were hilarious. And fucking,
I love how now it's your wife's van.
it is my wife's van. It's my wife's van. It's Haley's car, shit. But
So which would
Thanks,
y'all
Doug.
rather do?
I'm not.
No, I'm not. That's nope. You already asked it.
I think I would get, honestly, I would just fucking, I think after a while I'd be desensitized.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have to fuck my parents because I would just be desensitized. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna kill myself. like suicide's happening, but
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
let's be real. All of our parents have fucked.
we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I don't want to watch it.
I mean, think
No,
about
I don't wanna
think
watch
about caveman times. They were just like, oh, that's
shit,
my mom and dad
caveman
fucking.
times. Think about like the fucking Wild West. Like when you lived in
Sure.
a 1-room fucking house.
Guys, it still happens all around the world
Yeah.
today.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's true.
It's-
Like-
and it's not taboo.
Yeah.
No.
Like it's different here in the States.
It's only weird for us because that's our culture. Yeah.
You know, like when you got 15 people living in one house and it's a 1-bedroom house, and
And you're trying to get that 16th
next year
person.
they have 16 people in that house. You know, they didn't wait for everyone to leave.
Yeah.
They just waited till they thought most people were asleep.
Yeah. They're like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. You coming? Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the UK police officers to come to the U.S. to arrest people that made bad comments online.
Yeah.
Still waiting for that to happen.
Bring it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come to my house. Please.
I
With
mean,
your Billy Club.
honestly, anywhere. It doesn't even, like.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be Texas.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Go to a house in California. Give it a shot. Give it a try.
Yeah.
I mean, you have better odds. You have better odds there, or New York, or Maryland, or one of those places. But I guarantee you, they're not coming to a red state.
We're talking about places to live, right? Like upstate New York is absolutely beautiful,
Gorgeous.
and I would live there if New York City wasn't part of New York.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
Because it skews everything.
There's definitely spots in California that are fucking awesome.
well, no,
I'm not living there.
everybody in the state of New York pays taxes, and that tax money goes to New York City.
Yeah.
Albany sees just a small percentage, but the rest of it, the rural New York,
Yeah.
they don't give a fuck about that.
Fuck, don't believe us? Ask Rich High.
Yeah.
Because he deals with it every fucking day in Buffalo. Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of nice places to live, but I just don't want that cold weather. So it really limits where the fuck I'm going to live.
Like New Hampshire. Like New Hampshire's gorgeous.
It really is.
I would love to fucking go to New Hampshire and like I'd love to visit New Hampshire. I like visiting New Hampshire. It was beautiful every time I went.
Yeah.
Maine, same way. You know, but
Now, if
that
you
is a
ask-
springtime summer fucking excursion.
Yeah.
Man. That is
where I would have a summer home, that would be a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I'm not to permanently live somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not doing winters again.
Yeah. No, me neither.
This last week sucked and it got down to 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I do think it's funny that I still have like winter clothing that I pull out for 1 week a year.
I have it.
Maybe
It's
2
somewhere,
weeks.
but like I have one Carhartt jacket.
Yeah.
And that if that doesn't get me, even when I go to Nebraska for Christmas, like that's what I bring.
Yeah.
Like I'm in my car, I'm in a house, like it's just got to get me from there to there.
Right.
Like I don't have
Yeah.
to like live out in it
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the first year I met Haley, the first winter we hung out, we had a crazy snowstorm, and like she lived on a one-way road in Parkville, Maryland. It was a little shithole, and we went to walk to 7-Eleven to get stuff, and she didn't have a winter coat, so all she had was like hoodies. So she put on like fucking 10 hoodies. It was just like it was you in that fucking Christmas video we made. It was you like fucking. It was she had like goggles from like her fucking science class on and shit. It was fucking hilarious. And I was like, this is the bitch I'm gonna marry. Holy fuck. That wasn't even in the cards yet, but I was like, I like this one. This one's funny.
I do too much shit outside. I still have all kinds of cold weather gear.
I mean, thankfully hunting's kept me fucking layered, right? Like, cause I have layers for that shit. Yeah.
Hunting, you know, I mean, it's been a minute, but skiing, snowboarding, like I don't mind the cold.
You said snowboarding, my back started hurting. So you said it. I was like, oh, my back.
You know, as long as you have shit to do. You know, if you live in a place where it's just fucking cold and there's no outdoor activities to do,
Yeah.
then it just sucks.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you know, like the fresh white powder snow. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Well, it's beautiful to watch.
But then
Look.
for the next 3 months when it's like turns
Brown.
into brown slush
yeah.
bullshit and it's like, nah.
You got fucking like that big long fucking pile along the road from the plows.
Yeah.
And it's just there.
Yeah.
Now you got to dig out your fucking driveway. Like,
I know. I just drove over it.
like, yeah.
Yeah, like at one of our first years we lived in Nebraska for the second time when I moved back, we got snowed in for 3 days. And literally my intersection by my house was 6 foot snow.
Yeah.
I couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And it was
They had a real mild winter this year in
yeah,
Nebraska.
yeah.
Like they just got snow for the first time,
Yeah.
like last week or some
Yeah.
shit, or like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a friend of mine that worked at the retail store up there, she fucking was like bitching about it. She's like, where's the fucking snow, man? Like, Jesus.
If you live in a place where it snows a lot, you're prepared for it. It's not just like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, this sucks. You know what I mean? And like Nebraska, for instance, is a very unique state because there's nothing to do when it snows. And it doesn't snow a lot, but it snows often.
It's not much to do when it's not snow.
You know what I mean? So it's just enough snow to be an inconvenience, but it's not enough to like,
when it snows
fun or
when it
do
snows a lot, we had fun. We took the 5 ton out,
Yeah, yeah,
did
yeah.
donuts and
yep.
like we have fun when it snows a lot. But when it snows like a foot, and then it just stays there for 3 months, it's
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're in the mountains, right, or you know, woods, something that you have things you can do, outdoor activities when there's snow, like it's not that bad. And then you adapt with the things that you have. Like we have side by sides, right?
Yeah.
They make shit so you can take those in the snow,
Sure.
Yeah.
right? Instead of having 4-wheelers and dirt bikes, you have snowmobiles.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I mean? Like,
Nebraska, if you had a snowmobile, there would be
it's hit or miss because
It's hit
there's
or
not
miss.
enough snow. That's
Right.
why I said Nebraska is
Yeah.
very unique. It's not a good cold weather state
right.
because
like
it's
a 4-wheeler would
not
be a
fun.
better
You don't have shit to
Yeah.
do there.
right? Like a 4-wheeler would be like
No,
a better move.
moving would be better.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing that's fun to do there besides go to a bar and drink or sit in your house.
Yeah.
Like it is flat.
I remember when I was little,
And
like
windy.
Yeah.
you know how like the snowplows would always pile like huge piles in like parking lots.
Yep.
And shit.
And you go dig holes and tunnels through them. And
yeah,
everything.
you dig
Yeah,
holes
yeah.
or sled down them and shit.
And then
that
every
was
year
fun.
your parents tell you some kid last year got killed doing that. You shouldn't do that anymore.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Roger.
Roger that. Roger that. If you gave that much of a shit about me, I wouldn't have a key to this house.
I wouldn't be allowed to go outside and play in the snow.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I did see something interesting the other day that they were talking about latchkey kids and, you know, how like this generation of kid right now is like the least like socialized and like they're controlled the most.
Yeah.
Type of stuff. Like when we were kids, what was your fucking boundary? Right? Well, it's like I could go as long as I was home when the lights came on,
Yeah.
and when the street
Yeah.
lights came on,
I didn't have a distance. But
nobody gave a fuck, man. I could fucking,
yeah.
you know,
Outside.
like, yeah, just go the fuck outside, like, right? And nowadays it's just not like that. Like kids don't like they rarely leave their street type of stuff.
yeah.
Like they stay on one block their entire fucking childhood,
Right.
and like that was just not the case with us. Like our generation was like, no, man, we're out in fucking
Peace.
yeah, out in the field. Like there was a big field behind my grandma's place in Wyoming, and when we would visit, I would go out there and I'd be out there for like hours,
Yeah.
hours and hours and hours, just fucking off. Like maybe we'd play baseball, or maybe we'd fucking like start fires, or fucking something, know, like just fucking around. And there was. But in hindsight, I'm really glad that I had that opportunity to live that kind of life, because I lived inner city and I lived fucking rural, right? And it was nice. But
Yeah, you need to see both.
but I
I
think about it now and I'm like, man, that place was fucking boring. I would hate it now. Like, I would fucking hate that shit now. Like there's nothing to do there. Like just because kids playing in the field's one thing, a dude playing in the field, that's weird. Like a grown up out there like doing something, it's like, that's weird, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why my older brother was a weirdo, because he was definitely of age. He was like 19 out there hanging out with us. It's like, you're a fucking weirdo.
You need one bad influence, right?
Yeah, we'll say that. I don't know.
Well, shit, boys. That's all I got.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks for nothing, Justin. God.
You're welcome.
Tell us what you think your state would be most likely to do. I'd like to hear that. Throw up some funny ideas. See if you can beat ChatGPT. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe, smash those buttons, do all that shit. We will leave you guys on that. Fucking cheers, boys. I do have booze now.
Nope.
Well, that's because you're sick.
Yep.
You got some sickness. 3 little things, guys. They're pretty easy to do. John,
Smoke on.
Scotty,
Drink on.
God damn it, kids. Freedom to fuck on.
Later.